Tevin Studdard checking in once again here live on the All Indiana Podcast Network. Right now we got special guests in the building. How you introduce yourself and the brand?
What's up? I'm Low Rhymacide. I represent the Rhymacide brand.
Hey, what up? You already know I'm Reckless Rhymacide. Ain't no party like a Rhymacide party. Yeah.
So where y'all from originally?
We from here.
I need side of towns, neighborhoods, schools you went to growing up.
East side, 21st North, but I got history on the west too, and the east. A lot of history on the west.
Yeah, I'm mostly east side, East 10th Street, 21st and Arlington, deuce.
I feel it. So what sparked your initial interest to do what y'all do?
Man, we grew up in hip hop, man. I just fell in love with hip hop, man. I think, man, I used to listen to 89 WJL on Mondays for the old school people, and man, we just love hip hop, man. You know, so we just grew up in it. I used to rap. He used to kind of do the
beatbox back in the day. Then I picked up the rapping. You know,
we used to serve boys on the back of the school bus.
So who was y'all favorite artist growing up?
I was like a Scarface fan. I was like Scarface. It was my guy.
Me, I think growing up, man, I was probably a big fan of like LL, MC Shan, Kumo.
Oh, yeah, it was hard.
In the earlier days,
early
for
days.
me, you know.
So give me your top 5 then and your top 5 now. Or like your...
Well, then, man, it was probably, LL Cool J, man, was probably the two.
You had to put Rakim.
Yeah, Rakim.
I need that 1 through 5 list.
Oh, you want the one of violin?
Back then and now.
Yep, so 2 different ones. So your top 5 back then and your top 5 now.
All right. So for me, definitely, I'm gonna say number 5 was probably MC Shan. Number 4 is probably Kumo D. Number 3 was probably, who do you think? Shadi. Number 2 was probably, I don't know if I said LL, but number 2 was probably LL, but I think number 1 back then was KRS-One, without a doubt, Boogie Down Productions. And then nowadays, man, I'm gonna go ahead and say number 5 is probably Wayne, number 4 is probably Drake, number 3 is probably Jay. Yeah, man. There's definitely a lot of artists, man. But I like the lyrical ones. Number 2, man, I probably shouldn't, but number 2, I'm gonna give it to Ross, man. He done stepped his game up, man. And then, as far as number 1, who would I say? Nas is probably my number 1.
That's it. Yeah. And I like when you say KRS-One and the Boogie Down Productions. Her brother's name is Boogie, and he made beats, so I was thinking about that. Yeah. When she said Boogie Down Productions, I was like,
definitely plug him, because we always looking for beats. We customers on that.
Oh, definitely. I'm going to plug him, all right. That's what I'm coming. His training camp is this weekend. I'm putting him in sessions with all these producers, and then I'm going to unleash him to the world.
Hey, I'm telling you, we always looking for beats.
Yeah, for real. Everybody is. I was telling her, I was like, you know what beats you can eat forever. Like producers.
Oh, yeah.
Every time
producers can eat forever.
Forever.
There's nothing, you can't rap forever, but you can make music forever.
You can, but and that's another thing, man. Is on that, man. We try to break the mold, man, with that stereotype, man, because we like one of the first generations of. Well, we ain't neither one of us are grandfathers yet, but we one of the first of that generation that we like hip hop.
But what age range are y'all?
So we 40s.
So when I say forever, I'm talking about somebody in 60s, 70s. Quincy could still make some beats though.
You right.
Is a certain age.
Stereotype though, man.
But a certain age, you hit 60, 70, 80.
Rock and rollers can still
Cause them drugs is kicking in and keeping them up. They popping all the Viagra in the world.
Everything, yeah. But I think, man, for real, for me, man, I think I'm in this thing till death, man.
Nah, I feel that you're gonna always be around it, but it's a certain stage where it's like it's not the pen, it's probably developing the younger cats or doing something where you still around it, but it's a different thing. Like 40s, 50s, 60s, rock out. You get to that 70s, 80s, I'm gonna be like, all right, dog. You can't be coming up to the shows in a wheelchair and the cart push. Yeah, 40s and 50s, because it's still a crowd for that. It's still a demographic for that. Like when I throw these vendor events, like they don't want to hear no young kids rapping. They want olds. They want that kind of feel. So it's still that good feel, that 40, 60 range. That's still that good feel. But you pushing 70, 80, I'm like, all right. Now, I had somebody up here like 70 trying to rap, and I was like, all right, my guy. Go ahead, hang it up, my G. And then your top five.
My top five would be, it's hard, but I'm just going to put some names out there. I'm going to say number 5 would have been, let me see. I go 8, 9. Man, number 5. Ooh, number 5. Cool, what was it? Let me say Big Daddy Kane.
Yeah, Kane was raw.
Kane was hard. Then I'm gonna say, what was this I listened to? I was like, Cool G Rap. This is hard. This is back in the day. Cool G was hard. Steady B was hard back then. That was 3. Let me see 2. I'm gonna say now. I forgot Cube. See, I could have been.
Yeah.
I forgot all that. You know what I mean? I just went back before the Cube then came, but like nowadays I'm gonna just say with the new cats. Like, I'm gonna say 5. Lyrical. Well, let me say, that's who you like. You see T.I., J. Cole, Wayne. T.I., J. Cole, Wayne, Ross. Some of the guys I listen to ain't really that lyrical, but let me say T.I., J. Cole, Wayne, Jeezy, Ross. Was it 5?
Yep, I feel it. So, both of y'all spitters.
Yeah,
And both brothers.
Biological brothers.
Okay. So brothers and y'all both spit. So I'll ask the easy one first. Who was winning in fights growing up?
I don't know. We didn't really fight each other.
Yeah, I never fought a wrestler.
One time. I think it was a bottle when pop bottles was glass. He hit me with that one.
He used to sneak and put them wrestling moves on. So I come back around.
But then he got, even though I'm older, he ended up sprouting.
For real.
Me, so you know what I mean?
And then, who was the first to get the other in a battle?
Nah, we didn't really battle, man.
Like when y'all was young, you never like kind of pushed each other on some.
Nah, man.
Brothers was like
on the bus. Who was that? Remember that was what's his name, Greg? And they used to
Greg. Yeah. But we never really battled each other. Though,
so y'all was
man.
brothers. Like we doing everything together versus the world.
Yeah. That's the
I
way,
feel it.
That's the way. Yeah, it was just us. You know what I mean? We have a sister, but she didn't live with us for a while. So yeah, it was just us, man.
Her pops.
And yeah, man. So we just man, to be honest, man, I was done rapping for a while. Life had started to happen, and he had continued on.
He was rapping first. That's what made me want to rap.
I feel it.
You know, about 3-4 years ago, 3-ish years ago, you know what I mean? I just woke up and was like, let me give this one more shot. You know what I mean? Like, times are different, opportunities are different. So I hollered at him. I was like, man, let's give it one more good shot, man, and see what we can make shape, man. And that was the rebirth of Rhymacide, man.
Yeah, that's real. That's real. So can we get some bars today? Can we get some spit today? Can somebody spit something for us today? Yeah, we can keep them clean. Hey, if you can't, then we can still try to bleep it out. But
yeah. I take pictures with my fans, appreciate every stream, every shirt you purchase, finance is the dream. I am one of you, Rhymacide for the people. It was a long shot, somehow I threaded the needle. I went for it. I don't know how I did it. Told everybody, get up if they ain't with it. Stakes were high. The odds were stacked against me. Knew if I kept going, I would make it eventually. They wrote me off, and then they wrote me to check. Now what I want to sign with them might put them in debt. I'm a threat to every rapper that don't write. If it don't come naturally, you shouldn't touch the mic.
he said, I'm a threat. If they want to sign me, probably put them in debt. That's a bar. That's a bar.
Yeah, I love being independent, man. I love
Yeah, that's a bar.
I make my own money, so I need theirs.
Yeah,
It's gonna be better in the long run.
that's a bar.
I advanced to the booth, graduated from the block. My hustle man still the same as if I'm slinging rocks. The recipe really changed, nigga, I think not. Cause I be whipping the verses like it's that yo in the pot. And the hood still love me, cause they know I'm the ish. Every time a boy spit, I'm dropping A1 piss. But see, I'm clever with my words. I make you boys think, cause I changed my product to 1,008 grams of ink. Oh yes, I'm still pushing. It don't matter what the hell you push. My lyrics is potent, I get you high as purple kush. And I'm the truth whether you like it or not. I leave this whole booth hot like the spot on the block. So while a boy push this pen, please give me my props. I leave your brains wide open like the roof of a drop. So don't you ever disrespect me. LOC keep waiting, I serve this whole industry.
I feel
For Sway now.
You got nap versions of Sway. You want Tevin still in the building, baby. In the building, baby. So what's up next? Any shows? Any releases?
Saturday, December the 4th, man, I got a feature film coming out at the Can Theater here on Windsor, so off of across from Spades Park, man. I got a film, and then I got an unstaged concert that we are working on as well. So for the people that don't know what that is, it's basically a live stream.
Damn, like you make the movies?
Well, I'm starting to transition over into films.
I feel that.
Yeah, we starting to transition over into films. I mean, we love music, and it's still music related.
Fam, this is going hand in hand.
Yeah. It just opens up us for other opportunities, you know what I mean? So I work with a guy called Who Done It Beats. He is a cinematographer, and then I work with a guy called Dyke's Vision. These guys are my camera guys, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just do what I do. I run my mouth.
Yeah. Nah, I feel it. So, any upcoming things as well?
Yeah, I'm currently working on a project called Stand On It.
Yeah.
And I got one out now, a whole project with like 12 songs. It's called Never Forget 22. And I don't know why I had some hard copies in there. Well, I think I had a couple in the car. I should have brought them in here. But yeah. Just working on the music, man. Just in the lab. You know?
I feel it.
Yeah.
So where and how can they find you on social media?
Well, on social media, I'm at Local Rhymacide on every platform. That's LOCRHYMACID. That's on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, anything you can think of. Music's available on all music platforms, Spotify, Apple, all everything.
On social media, I'm Rhymacide, but to be honest, I prefer that you find me on my website, which is rhymacide.com. It's gonna lead you to everything that we got going on. And I say that because one time I lost my social media, man, and I was lost without it, and I realized that I don't own that.
You don't own that.
But you go to rhymacide.com, you're gonna get the official all things Rhymacide.
Feel it.
And big shout out to you, Jeff, man, for what you do, man, for the local community, man. I'm telling you, man, I ain't ran across nobody that do what you do, man.
Preach.
I'm just gonna keep it real, man. I've been doing it for a while, man, and I ain't seen nobody get their foot in the door and leave the door open for
everybody.
You feel me?
Everybody. It was no cliquish. It was no cliquish. We ran into each other at Lincoln Square.
That's what he told
Ran
me,
into him.
man.
I waited. I said, let me finish soon as he get to talk.
Yeah.
And it was just like, boom.
Man.
Yeah.
It's like, rare quality, man. Hopefully, other people,
pick
man,
up on
with
it.
platforms will see that, man. We need each other, man. We gotta pull each other up, man.
That's the way right there. We gotta share it.
That's real.
Like clicking that share button, that's free.
Easy. That's easy.
You have 4,000 Facebook friends and you put a video, you be like, man, I got 500 views. What I got 4,000 friends for?
Man.
Let me delete some of them then. They just on there for nothing.
Yup.
Sometimes, I don't know. Life happens, but yeah, we definitely gotta normalize looking out for one another, especially when it don't cost us nothing.
You know, and we be having the merch, you know.
Yeah.
We got the band shirts.
So this for you right there, Ted.
Appreciate it.
And then this, that, you know, this, I think this the, oh yeah, it's both of them, man.
So that's our new design. He had that one done.
Yeah, that's the classic one right there. This the first one.
Yeah. That's hard.
Well, man, I appreciate it. Man. Just try to keep it simple, man, and just stay true to what we do, man. Just spitting bars, talking about life. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, you can relate to it, you know what I'm saying?
That's real.
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all so much for coming through.
Hey, man, I appreciate you.
Definitely a dope interview. And we out.